Well, we got some big news, big commitment flip. Dylan Rayola, got a chance to see him play, y'all, at Buford High School, man. Came over from Arizona, man. He looked good, obviously, with the Buford Wolves. They lost in the quarterfinals, but, he had a pretty good season. I think he only had one or two interceptions. But a big get, obviously, for the Nebraska program. Yeah, y'all, I think once we got this news right here that Carson Beck was returning for the 2024 season, that all but shorted up, obviously, for Dylan Rayola and him flipping. Real quick on Carson Beck, and I'm going to talk about Rayola. Great get for Georgia. I think he's going to be in that Heisman conversation, in my honest opinion, next season. They had a really good season this year, just lost to Alabama in the SEC Championship game. Next year, so many things are going to be interesting. Got to play Texas. They're going to play Alabama, as I mentioned in my other videos, September 28th. So it's going to be a lot of fun to be able to watch this team next year. Going to be a little bit different. I know they're targeting Trevor Etienne from Florida, who's the Florida transfer. I believe they just got their transfer from Vanderbilt, the wide receiver they're bringing over, along with Jack Rosemary Saint, and then obviously Rob Thomas. So it's going to be interesting to see. They definitely needed that with only 2 wide receiver commits in the 24 class. But they're going to get their quarterback back. Ryan Posluszny is going to come over as a 24 commit. He'll get some good playing experience, and I definitely think you'll see Carson Beck moving on after that following season and going into the NFL draft. I think he's going to be firmly in that conversation, and we get to see year 2 of Jalen Milroe and Carson Beck. Now, back to the flip, as I was just talking about Carson Beck, I think just him coming back, everybody kind of already knew like this was coming. It was rumors about it, but once he kind of confirmed it, I think it all but, pretty much summed it up, obviously, for Dylan Rayola and what he wanted to do. But what a great job, obviously, by Matt Rule and the program to be able to get a talent of this caliber and bring him into the program. We're interested to see how the receivers look. And I think it was kind of foregone conclusion. A lot of stuff had to be moved, y'all. When you go look at everything that was moved, it makes a lot of sense, right? Dylan Rayola comes in, right? Kyle McCord, who was high on Nebraska, he committed to Syracuse this past weekend. And then Jeffrey Sims, who was formerly of Nebraska, entered the transfer portal earlier in December. So all of it made sense. A great get from Matt Rule in the program. Cornhusker fans, what you can see from him, I think he's going to come in day one and pretty much take those starter reps. I would be shocked to see him not start as a true freshman from Nebraska. And you can't blame him, man. It's a lot of ties here, right? His uncle is the offensive line coach for Nebraska. His dad used to play. Dominic Rayola used to play at Nebraska. It just makes sense, y'all. Everything about it makes sense, right? You get more money from NIL. You're going to be able to come in and start from day one, essentially, right? There shouldn't be a lot of competition there for Dylan Rayola, right? You got family ties, and obviously, you be able to come in and learn from a good coach. So, great get for the Nebraska program. I think it's very, very interesting to see this news. A lot of people, if you knew and you followed it, you kind of knew this was going to happen, but big commitment flip for them to land this caliber of a talent. Now they're going to have to surround him with the right pieces on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they finish up the 2024 class for Nebraska, what guys that can get in the transfer portal to be able to come in and play right now, because this is going to be a guy that's expected to come in and show his talent and be able to play at a high level from the start. But a great get from the program. This is going to make the Nebraska Cornhuskers very, very interesting to watch this season, and also just going forward in what they're able to do, man. But good get for the program.